on. Week number 35. I can't even believe it.
I think it's amazing, isn't it?
We've been hanging out a long time.
We've been hanging out a long time. And it's amazing how many individual topics there are. And this one's kind of near and dear because this is when we talk about why to attend seminar. And I think, Bonnie, it makes me a little melancholy because, you know, a lot of times people used to say, I'm going to go next year. Mm-hmm. And we all know what happened in 2020. 2020, there wasn't one. And there wasn't one in
21.
Mm-hmm. And so there wasn't a career conference this year. I mean, we had a smaller one that Nationals decided, but I think sometimes we say there's always next year. So, Bonnie, do you know, let's start out with the dates. Do you know what the dates of our Emerald Seminar are?
It is, ours is, if you're ever looking at like the magazines or the things and you see like all these different things, we are Emerald. That's who we are right now.
Yes.
And Emerald Seminar this year is from July 25th to July 29th. So it's from a Tuesday to a Saturday. And I think it's the 26th actually. But we're flying in on the 25th. That's where I'm getting the 25th from. So.
And there's Bonnie, I think that the beauty of flying in on the 25th, I think there's two things. One, with the temperature of how flights have been going right now, even on normal days, it's good to plan to come in the day before something starts. And if you want to do the scheduled tours, which this year they rotate every year, I'm going to see the R3 Design and Manufacturing Center. You'd want to come in the day before so that you can do a tour with us. So
yes. So there are reasons to. But if you couldn't come till the 26th, you are still included.
Yes. And Bonnie, I think if somebody asks me, what is the typical expenditure that you might spend at seminar, I would say it's between $1,000 and like $1,200. And that would include your flight, your seminar registration, your hotel, and your spending, correct?
I would say and depending on what your flight is, our flights have been a little bit higher in the last couple of years than normal. So I think our flight was from here, Wisconsin, was like $345 or $3 something like that. What I love about it is my flight is done. Now the next thing will be the seminar registration. So I just wanted to break it down a little bit. So it's not like all at one time you need to have a chunk of money. So the next thing will be the seminar registration. And that will be probably $195, $225. I don't know if they said already, but somewhere in that area. But for that, you get that includes the tour and the expo. It includes the Mary Kay National Area Party. It includes a couple meals. It includes the awards night. It includes all the classes. I mean, there's a lot included in it. And I know this year they said, save room in your suitcase because they're going to send something home with us.
Oh, really?
So years ago, we always went and they gave you this little bag of products and goodies. And then they just started giving us product credit, but they said they're giving us something this year.
You know, it could be, Bonnie, let's just chat. I mean, it could be maybe they're coming back with like a fragrance or something like that. Does that make sense? I mean, something they're cute to give away. So it's kind of fun.
Yep. So that is a really cool thing because you get a product giveaway. So it really, like, that value of that $200 covers so much.
Yes.
And then the next thing that's going to happen will be probably not until you go to seminar. You're going to arrange your roommates. And of course, you have a room captain and you can room with one person. You can be by yourself if you want, but most people don't want to do that. 2 people, 3 people. A lot of people do 4 people because it really cuts down the cost. And the room is probably about $2 something a night, to low 200. Which makes it about, you share it with 4 other people. So I love it because, for $50 a night, you stay in a great hotel. The one we've stayed at last year, and hopefully
we
this
got breakfast
year again.
Yes, we
includes
got breakfast.
breakfast. So,
Mhm.
and it is a hot breakfast. It's good.
Yep.
So that is really a great value too. There's not a lot of extra spending money. There's like a shuttle from the airport
I was
to and from.
no, no. We pay for the shuttle from the airport, but then the shuttle we get a service from the hotel
From
to
Mary
the
Kay.
conference center every day.
Yeah.
So that's
So
nice.
only
Mhm.
from the airports, the airport to the
Yes.
hotel, that kind of
Yes.
shuttle.
Yes.
So that, and you might go out a couple times to get a dinner, but for the most part, a lot of it
Yeah.
is taken care of before you ever get there, and I love that.
And so, Bonnie, I think you and I both put down reasons why we should go to seminar. And one of them, you said it's tax deductible. So yes, I mean, this travel expense is, all of it's tax deductible because you are, one, it's a business expense because you're traveling to learn, develop, and grow your business. And that is all tax deductible. Mhm.
Yes.
So,
So another reason. Well, I think we alluded to it a little bit. There were a couple things we alluded to, but I love the expo. And I think that's the day, the 26th. That'll be that day. And you can talk to the scientists, you see the new products. They have great displays of like product gifty ideas. They have like ProPay and Star Consultant and MK
yes.
Connections. And it's just like a big vendor thing, but it's all Mary Kay. So,
Well, and I think it's weird, Bonnie. Sometimes you're walking in the expo and you see like Regina Pipkin, or you might see like people from the company there that you might see
mhm.
like on videos and stuff from the company. So they are real people, and you can walk around and you can go and talk to the legal department about what to do at different places and things like that. And it is fun. And if you are a person who likes to do displays and stuff like that, just walking around and seeing all of that is just fun. And then they will also, okay, the benefit of going to seminar is you not only see the fall product, but you will see the holiday product as well. So I mean that, and you'll be like one of the firsts. So
And I love that you can say to your customers get so excited. I remember the first time I went to seminar and my customers were like, "You went to Dallas?" I mean, it like speaks volumes about who
yes,
you are and your
yes,
business. And they're like, "What'd you see? You can put in comment suggestions so you can ask them
Mhm.
for comments." And they have the cars there. You can take your picture in the cars. So if you've wanted a picture in a pink Cadillac, you can take a picture in a
Mhm.
pink Cadillac or any of the cars. So it is really a cool place to be.
So Bonnie, that's where one of my things was, like, at some point you really have to say, I'm staying in this company, I'm going to work this business, and I'm going to start. This is like, I think attending seminar just really puts you in that mind that you're taking Mary Kay Cosmetics as your business partner and you are ready to say it. I think it's a big statement. And I that's it, and really what this year they're going to go all out. It is our 60th anniversary year. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've been in 31 years. So I think I was there for like 35, and 50 was huge. And, I think they roll out. So yes. And
Yeah.
you know what? It's great because when you're with your people and your team, you're spending time with them, but then you're meeting lots of other people. You'll be seeing other red jackets, other consultants, and while you're eating lunch and stuff like that, it's a time to say, hey, where are you from? Oh, you live here. Who is your national? Who? And then to share ideas. Hey, how'd you get into your red jacket? How are you selling? And it is amazing that everybody in this company, you know, is willing to
Shares.
share their tips. So it's
Mhm.
that part of that team spirit that I think. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of learning, I love the fact that so on day one is kind of we're all together, but day two, it
Yes.
will broken up into classes that are designed for your level. So
Mhm.
if you are a star team builder, red jacket or above, you go there. If you are a new beauty consultant, you go here. If you're a sales director, you go here. So it's nice to have these classes that are geared and they're taught by national sales directors or top directors, people that have done it before. And I've always valued that about Mary Kay. Nobody
Yes.
comes in and says,
Nope.
you should do it this way. That has never done it before. Because I don't know, have you ever had a job where somebody's telling you how to do something and you're thinking, if you did this, you would realize that you
Yep.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I love that it's taught by people that have done it before.
Yes. Um, and Bonnie, I remember, I think I was in this company 6 years, and I was sitting there and I was watching the women go across the stage. And as they were coming out, they were handed keys, and they were handed keys to their red Grand Ams. And I remember saying out loud, I want to earn a car. And I went home. I had 2.5 people on my team. And 4 months later, I had earned the use of my free car. But it was finding my place on stage. So if it's
Mhm.
walking across or being on the princess court, if it's thinking about whatever the next step that you want, it's finding your place and getting really excited about it. So
Yeah, there's so much
yeah,
inspiration from the stories, like the queens and people that have done things before.
yep.
So that is so fun. You know what I really love? I love, and Dawn was my roomie last year. I love my roommates. And I love it because one, you don't normally get to go away with your girlfriends to a nice place, a hotel and stay. But I love it because we're hanging out in our pajamas, we're washing our faces, we're
Yep.
doing things. And it's like, well, what are you doing about this? Oh, I love that idea. I never thought about doing that. And it's like, and you see what products they're using.
Yep.
It's just like such a learning experience in your pajamas. Like, I
Yes.
love that. I love the girl time.
And I think, Bonnie, sometimes it's just, you want to invest in yourself, you know. Um, I'm trying to think if I was a red jacket when I always went, or if I was just a consultant. But I just think it's one of those things where you say, this is something I'm going to do for me.
Mhm.
And mhm, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've heard it compared to like a Miss America pageant uh and it kind of is. And Miss America pageant or the Oscars or
Yeah.
the
Yes.
Emmys or the Golden
Uh-huh.
Globes. And it is kind of like that because names are called, people are getting prizes, they're wearing fancy dresses, and that does not mean that you have to have one, but the people on
Nope.
stage
Exactly.
do. And it's like a fashion show. It's so cool. How people dress up the director's suit and the shoes that they wear and how they put it together. And
Yep.
actually, I remember going and like looking for a hairstyle. I'm like, oh, I like that hairstyle. I should do that. So it's
Yep.
just such a fashion emporium.
And I've always been, in the heydays when we used to be there used to be 8 to 10,000 women. Now, last year, I don't think there was as many women just because of the whole pandemic. And I don't know how many people are going to be there this year. But Bonnie, I loved to look out and see the women. And they
Mhm.
were women ages 18 to 100, all ages, sizes, colors, creeds, and religious, convictions, whatever. There were all of them. So if you say, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not tall enough, if I'm not a size 0 or 2, you will not be saying that after you go to seminar because you will see it all. And there is a place for each and every one of us in this company. And the
Mhm.
company needs you.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
sometimes I'm sitting there like, so the opening will be on Thursday morning. And it's kind of funny because you're sitting there, it's like a regular Thursday morning.
oh,
Everybody at home is
Woo,
dealing with like
woo,
their normal Thursdays, and it is dancers and a Broadway production and people coming out of the ceilings, and it is it's just so fun. And sometimes I sit there and go, wow, this is Monday morning or Thursday
uh-huh.
morning. It's kind of
This
crazy.
is my world. Yep.
Yeah, it's a good world. It's fun. So Dawn, what if somebody wanted to go to seminar, if they're like listening and they were like, "Oh, I was gonna wait, but maybe I would like to go," or "I
Well,
went long ago," or "I'm really not doing that much."
I think it's one thing is okay, just to say I'm going to go, and then
Mhm,
start looking for your flights,
mhm,
and then let us know, your sales director, so that way we can figure out who who in the units are going, and make recommendations for roommates and stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well,
we
we
look
love
forward to
having
being
you.
there. So
Yeah. Good. All right.
thank you. All
Bye,
right.
everyone. See you
Bye-bye.
on the stage.